Hey vloggers, how are you today? Just finished doing the stuffed crust comparison between Little Caesars and Papa John's. Right now I'm in front of Little Caesars. I'm actually really close to Paul's house. I might give him a call. Yeah, I don't know. I think when I was looking up something to do for a food review last week, before I did the Little Caesars thing, it was probably a week, maybe a week and a half ago. I'm like, you know what, it would be good is to compare Domino's stuffed crust to Little Caesars stuffed crust. You guys see the guy changing? So thinking back now, actually, I think it was just when I was investigating what I wanted to do, and I saw Little Caesars stuffed crust. I'm like, oh, I should compare their stuffed crust to other people's stuffed crust. And my brain was thinking Domino's for some reason. When I went on Domino's website, it didn't say anything about stuffed crust, so I'm not sure if Domino's doesn't do it. And I didn't call them or anything, but when I went to their website a couple times, either I missed it or they just don't do stuffed crust. But Little Caesars does, Papa John's does, and of course my favorite pizza shop of all time, Lamar's Pizza in Bradford, Ontario. They make my favorite stuffed crust. They win every time. But right now I am just stuffed. I had about 3.5 slices. You'll have to watch that video to find out which one I liked more. And I kind of went pretty in depth with this one because like I was kind of comparing the quality of the chicken to the quality of the cheese pull to the crust itself. And I hope you guys watch that video and leave your comments and share and like and all that stuff. You guys are amazing. This channel is doing really well this month, and I'm going to try my hardest to keep this going. The one thing I've forgotten, this guy is completely changing, isn't he? I think I'm going to have to do something about that. Maybe put something in front of him like a pizza slice, and so you guys don't have to see his ding-a-ling thing. Well, before we leave here, I got to do my cutaway shots of Little Caesars, and then I also have to do my drone shots. This is probably the best spot for me to do it. I'm pretty close to the downtown area, and I only need like about 2 establishing shots, maybe one coming into Little Caesars. But because I shoot the drone stuff and add it to my vlogs, I'll show you guys almost all the footage that I shoot with the drone. You guys ready? Let's go. There you go. Hope you enjoyed the footage, aerial footage, and that beautiful building with the pillars is Pickering College. I went there for 2 years, grades 7 and 8, met a lot of amazing people. My education increased dramatically. My mom always wishes that she could afford to send me there longer because it's private school, so it's kind of expensive, but at that time I really wanted to go to high school, because at that time, back in 80, I think I was there 81, 82, and it was an all-guy school, and being a guy, I really wanted to have the whole female experience in my life. If you're a guy, you know what I mean. You know. So I'm going to do up my back windows a little bit so it's not too windy in here. Alright, get the pizzas off there so they don't fall over. Ben's in for a big treat because I purposely called him and said, what are your favorite toppings? Because I won't be able to eat all this pizza, and I don't want to get a pizza that he doesn't like. And he doesn't like mushrooms. I love mushrooms, but it's going to be super beneficial because I made a video. I had my lunch. I probably won't eat anything for the rest of the day. Maybe if I do, it'll just be protein, meat, or something, fish, because that was pretty much all carbs. Yeah, pizza's probably one of the top foods you don't want to eat if you're trying to lose weight. Like I said, soda, and any soda pop except what's it called? Club soda is the only soda that I drink. And again, it helps me curve that want for pop or beer, and that's pretty much it fills in that void. Here's another question for all the amazing people excuse me, out there who've been helping me with my van through comments. I'm not sure if I should say this, but somebody left a comment saying, are you doing this to try and make people send you money? And the person's not a troll or a hater. I always look at the history of comments, and all their comments in the past are all super positive. And I'm guessing maybe I was giving that vibe, and I apologize if that's the vibe I was giving. But when you vlog every day, you gotta vlog what's going on in your life, right? If something's happening in your life that you don't mind sharing, that's the big key right there. You don't mind sharing, and sharing problems with Rusty, I think, is a win-win situation for you guys and me, because I tell you guys what's wrong with Rusty. You guys send me links. You guys offer me help through, oh, I wish you lived closer, like the gentleman who helped me. He lives in Michigan, so it is. I was thinking possibly drive down to Michigan, make a couple of videos to make it worth my while, plus have this gentleman help me fix the door, because he seems to think he knows how to fix that door easily. I did watch 2 more videos this morning and yesterday. Another one of another guy fixing this a different way by putting another actuator in it without pulling the whole door apart. But his seemed just as complicated, because he was like cutting wires, and he put another actuator in, and he had to drill holes in the plastic of the door to put another actuator in. I'm like, no, I'm done. I don't want to do that. And then I watched another video on brakes, and it turns out there's a lot of things that I should buy to do my own brakes. Maybe I'll stop in at the auto parts dealer and just ask him how much. Give me a list of all the things that's going to cost, and then compare that to just getting somebody at repair shop just to do my back brakes. Again, it's not all these things we're talking about, guys, are not necessarily need to be done right now. It's not like my transmission fell out and I'm stuck and I can't shoot videos because I don't have a transmission. Right now, the way Rusty's running, I could probably shoot like 20 videos without having to upgrade anything or fix anything. And all the things I'm inquiring with you guys or letting you guys know about are things that aren't. What did James Baxter, one of our amazing subscribers and members, he offered some help too by sending me a place in Auto Wrecker who's got a back door for sale. I think at $1,100, but I don't want to drive all the way to New Jersey to get a back door. So I told him, I said, you know, if the videos on the big channel, if the next few that I do, especially the 24-hour ones, because they seem to be the ones that generate the most revenue, if I do a bunch of those and they make enough money where I can repair some of this stuff, I'll do it. But like I told James, all the things I talk to you guys are wants. Those are things I want. I really want this door to open. I don't have to have it open. I really want to fix that noise, but I don't need to have that fixed. The back door is rusting. I don't need to replace it or repair it at the moment. Again, I would love to fix the motor so the hatch opens up when I'm walking up to it with my key and press it and it opens, and then I can put my bike in. These are all wants. None of this stuff are needs. Even this dripping leak in the ceiling, I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if it's dripping in here when I'm not in here, or while I'm eating it's just dripping off to the side. Whatever, it's not super important. Again, I only bought this car to last me like 6 months, but it's been 2.5 years, I believe now, and we've made a lot of content with Rusty. And I think Danny Kaye said all these little problems with Rusty are giving him more character, and I agree. Like he's a character on my show. And again, I bought him as a production vehicle. This is not my main source of transportation. It's just a production vehicle so I can sleep in it. I was afraid to sleep in my nicer Volkswagen Atlas in parking lots in the middle of the night. Just afraid that it would get damaged or vandalized or stolen with me in it. I don't know. I hope I clarified and smoothed out some of the things. Like, I definitely 100%, I'm not asking you guys for money. I don't know, again, that person obviously thought I was playing the whole sob game so that you guys send me money. I remember when, sorry, another quick story. I remember when Furious Pete's dog did something to his leg, and it was going to cost like $5,000 for this surgery, something like that. It was a lot of money, or it was like $1,000 or $2,000. Furious Pete made a video, and somebody made a like GoFundMe, and they raised $5,000 for his dog's surgery, and in the name of, and he made a whole video on thanking everybody, and then he got so reamed by people saying, oh, you told your sob story and then you're just begging for money and blah blah blah. And so he said, I wasn't begging for money, I was just telling you what was going on in my life. I didn't want money from anybody. He can afford to fix his own dog, and he was living with his parents at the time, so I'm pretty sure between him, his income, and his parents' income, they could fix the dog, which they did, and they donated the $5,000 to a dog shelter or the Humane Society or whatever. So when I talk about problems, I am not 100% ever asking you guys for financial help. I appreciate the thought, but I don't need your money, guys, all right? So thanks for watching. Gotta get home, edit this vlog for you guys for tomorrow morning, and then start editing that, and that's gonna be out by Friday, maybe around 4 to 6, somewhere around there. So stay tuned to that epic video. Talk to you guys soon. Ciao.